We did a session last week. Get a little bit more excited about some of the changes that have made since the last.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm when it comes to Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm a novice. I'm a rank beginner. But just that one class that you and I did together, I already made 3 connections. I connected with a very good friend of mine. He and I were co-captains of our wrestling team back in junior high school.
I love it.
And he is so fired up about, well, I'm going to enroll him tomorrow. And it was from the Facebook training that I got from you. Mm-hmm. So, it's exciting. And this is so duplicatable, guys. I mean, we've got, for those of you just learning about this is a system. It's not what works in network marketing, it's what duplicates. And this Facebook and LinkedIn training that Max is going to expose you to tonight is very duplicatable, which means if you contact 3 people a day on Facebook and you have, 10 people or 30 people, say, in your group contacting 3 people a day on Facebook, and you do that 7 days out of the week, at the end of a year, it's, 30,000, 40,000 contacts made. And it can be done very quickly and efficiently on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Joe, I'm not surprised, and it's just going to get better. I mean, you're going to hear from people that you knew, again, dating all the way back to elementary school. But yeah, I mean, we're just getting warmed up, and I want everybody to think about, where do you want to be? Celebration. Okay, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? Where does everybody want to be in celebration? We have 60 days, and what I'm going to share with everybody, if you apply it and really put it to use, there isn't a person on this call, on this training, that can't rank advance. And
great goal.
I started. Go ahead, Joe. You were going to say something.
No, I was just saying that's a fantastic goal. Let's all put that down, write that down on a goal. Let's all rank advance one rank advancement by celebration, which is in August.
Right.
So if you're not consultant, get the consultant. If you're already consultant, get the manager. If you're manager, get the director. Director, get the executive, and then if you're 1-star, get the 2-star, and so on. That's perfect, Max. I like that.
And actually, since it's August, we almost have 90 days. Okay, we almost have 90 days. And we're going to share with everybody, folks, it's a numbers game. It will always be a numbers game, but the numbers are stacked in your favor when some of the things that we're going to be sharing with all of you. And I have to say this, that of all of the maybe 150 companies I'm currently working with, your company has probably some of the best online trainings. You've got some of the best social media trainings that are out there. And so really and truly, the thing that you have to remember is, as you duplicate, you have to be authentic. In other words, we're going to give you some scripts. We're going to give you some suggestions on what you're going to say, reaching out to people. And what we hope to have you all learn here is really what social networks are all about. And when you understand it, it's going to be life-changing. So I'm going to be recording this, and we're going to post it up on YouTube. So, and we'll post it up. We'll give a copy to Joe so that you can share it with your team. Because again, it's all about duplication. And we're going to help you identify some ideal prospects for your business. First, we're going to show you how to connect or reconnect with your friends. Then we're going to show you how to branch out. And so what we're here to talk about today is, frankly, the fastest and the easiest way to build your Isagenix business anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, Isagenix does business. And we're going to show you how to do it on Facebook and LinkedIn. And you can do it in less than an hour a day. But nobody says you have to stop after an hour. It's all about quality of your time. What are you doing? And what are your actions resulting in. So I want to ask all of you this question. Type into the question box, what brought you into Isagenix? Inspiration or desperation? Inspiration or desperation? I'm going to give you something to post during this session that will have you talking to somebody, either during the session or right after the session. Some of you will reconnect with an old friend, you'll make a sale. You'll sell a cleanse, you'll sell a president's pack. It's all possible. So please type in the question box, what brought you into Isagenix, inspiration or desperation? And type in, if you know them, the number of Facebook friends you have and the number of LinkedIn friends you have. Now, I used to say that, when you had 400 or 500 friends, things really start to happen, things really start to engage, but it doesn't matter anymore. Because everybody is hooked up to Facebook, everybody is hooked up to LinkedIn on their smartphone, on a mobile device. Things have changed. Things have changed so much that in the 20 years I've been teaching this, I've never been more excited. So, inspiration or desperation, and the number of Facebook friends, the number of LinkedIn friends you have. Now, what would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? Because, Joe and I were talking a little bit a while ago about rank advancement. We have close to 90 days for you to rank advance. Some of you can jump 2 ranks. It all depends really on the number of Facebook friends you have and LinkedIn friends you have and how you apply what we're going to teach you. But at least every one of you should rank advance. Now here's another thing that I want to put in your head. You're going to Las Vegas. Okay, you're going to Las Vegas. Don't go by yourself. Don't go by yourself. We're going to show you how to find people in and around Las Vegas that are looking for an opportunity. Some people want to lose weight. Some people want to get healthy. Some people are looking for business opportunity. And we're going to show you how to connect with people in the Las Vegas area and bring them to the event. Okay? Now, the world's obsessed with social media. And everybody here can cash in. Walk around the streets of any city. Everyone's staring into a mobile phone. It's a wonder everyone isn't hit by a car. Now, look around the next time you're out in public. Look around. Look around the next time you go shopping. There are many reasons why the world's obsessed with social media. Many reasons. Let's talk about them. Number 1, you get needed information. My wife is a genius. Wherever she goes, anytime, any subject, she picks up the telephone, she talks into it, asks a question, gets the answer, and then dazzles her friends with her brilliance. You can do the same thing. People use it for entertainment, videos and music. They use it to check email, messages and notifications. And they use it to connect and communicate with people. So truly, you can cash in when you know that you could actually talk to over 2 billion people, 1.65 billion people on Facebook, 433 million professionals on LinkedIn. But I want to remind you that you're not trying to make a sale when you talk to someone. You're trying to determine if there's an opportunity to make a sale. If you will keep that in mind as we go through this process, what you're going to find is you're not going to talk to as many people about Isagenix, but you're going to close more sales. We're going to show you how to recruit better reps faster on Facebook and LinkedIn and how to leverage your time, because it's all about time. If you're spending an hour on Facebook and LinkedIn a day, then we need to take a look at your activity, and a good part of that activity has got to be talking to someone. So we're going to show you how to start fast, talk to people on Facebook and LinkedIn today. All right. Now, if any of you have a weight loss story, I want you to make a post. I'm ready to help 5 more people lose 20 pounds in the next 30 days. Okay? I'm ready to help 5 more people. Maybe it's 20, maybe it's 30, whatever you're used to saying, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm ready to help 5 more people lose 20 pounds in the next 30 days. I want you to post that on Facebook. Okay? I'm going to give you another post in a little bit, but I want you to post that. And when you start getting responses, I'll be here to help you take you to the next step, okay? Now, for the past 20 years, I've been helping network marketers get more leads, free leads, recruit more reps, become top earners in their companies. If you're trying to build your Isagenix business online, the information I'm going to share with you is going to be life-changing. Now, I'm proud of the success people have had with my social media trainings and strategies and recruiting scripts over the years. During this training, I'm going to take things to a whole new level. You are actually, and I've been working with lots of groups in Isagenix and lots of IsaMillionaires, and I've known the Cougars before they started Isagenix, and you all are with an amazing company, and I'm going to show you something new that I've recently discovered that changes the game for everyone. You see, behind the success of the fastest growing top earners in every company are entire teams of associates using Facebook in tandem with LinkedIn to dramatically increase their business. And for those of you that haven't heard about LinkedIn, or maybe you haven't looked there, or maybe you feel like, oh my God, Facebook is bad enough, okay? We're going to open up some eyes. The truth is that people are attracting their best new reps in less than an hour a day, and it duplicates. The people you bring into your business on Tuesday can be signing up people into Isagenix on Thursday and Friday. The thing is, people are doing this, but nobody tells you how they're doing it unless you're on their team. So during this free training, you're going to learn how they're doing it and how you can do it too. So I want you to think mobile, I want you to think texting, and I want you to think big. Now you can take notes, all right? We've recorded it, so it's going to be posted, and I want to invite all of you to work with me. Okay, we've put together, I've got another boot camp that's starting the first week in June, and I encourage all of you, join me in boot camp, work with me, and let me help you achieve whatever goal you set for yourself in the next 90 days. I want to hear a success story from you. Now, I am going to clearly demonstrate the simplest and the easiest way for anyone to build their business on Facebook and LinkedIn and make more money using Facebook and LinkedIn, or for that matter, any other social network. Now, you can build your business in Canada, the United States, Mexico, South America. You can position yourself so when Isagenix goes to Europe or South Africa, you can build your business without getting on an airplane. You can literally expand your business in Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, wherever, Vietnam, wherever Isagenix does business, or wherever they're going to open up in a new country. You can have some of the first distributors there. I'm going to show you how you can identify perfect prospects for your business as easily as you could reach into a bowl of candy, pull out a green M&M. And then I'm going to show you how to bring them into your business in less than an hour a day. And no one says you have to stop after an hour. Now, you're going to be amazed at how quickly your business grows when your new recruits can immediately duplicate the process with their friends. Now, you can do this from anywhere. So there's really no excuse for not doing it. You're no longer tied to a desktop. For that matter, you're not even tied to a laptop. You can connect with perfect prospects anytime, anywhere. Now, what you're about to see is a fun-filled, convenient, flexible, completely stress-free way to build your business, increase sales, and eliminate rejection. In fact, it can be so much fun that people say it's addicting. So I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to connect instantly with perfect prospects, how to communicate with them, and then how to close a sale in less than an hour a day by asking a few simple questions. I'm going to show you how to talk to perfect prospects on Facebook and LinkedIn during this training. We're going to show you how to connect with everyone you know in your existing warm market and have them buy from you without being rejected. We're going to show you how to connect with people so that they chase you as opposed to you chasing them. And for those of you that don't have any friends, or you've totally burnt through your warm market, you can easily make new ones. Connect with perfect strangers who need what you're selling. We're going to show you how to find ideal prospects on Facebook that are not only a perfect fit for your business, these people are going to be happy to hear from you and eager to buy from you and ready to join your team. Again, we're going to show you how to connect with people as easily as you could reach into that bowl of candy, pull out a green M&M. We're going to ensure that everyone you reach out to accepts your friend request, answers your messages. And the more selective you are, the more successful you're going to be. Now, you can separate everyone on Facebook and LinkedIn into one of 4 categories. Number 1 are the people you're connected to and you know. And if you've been on any of these sites for any length of time, you're connected to people you have no clue who they are. So, people you're connected to and you know. People you're connected to but you don't know. There are people that you're connected to on Facebook and LinkedIn that you've never talked to. Everybody's out there accepting friend requests. Okay? We're liking things, we're commenting on things, we're sharing things, but we're never talking to each other. So, people you're connected to and you know, people you're connected to and you don't know. Now, next we go to the people you're not connected to, which is pretty much everybody else. And there are people that you're not connected to that you want to know, and then there are people you're not connected to that you don't want to know. So there are going to be people in each of the first 3 categories that you want to talk to. And there are also going to be people in those 3 categories that you don't. So you can identify perfect prospects on Facebook and LinkedIn by the pictures, by the contents of their page, and you can pick out people that clearly would be worth talking to, interested in talking to. You could identify perfect prospects as easily as reading their page. If you know who you want to talk to, they're easy to find. Now, Facebook and LinkedIn have made some recent changes that have me more excited, more fired up than I've ever been before, and I'm going to share them with you. And you're actually among the first group of Isagenix associates and leaders, that I'm working with. Joe was, and I just want to assure you that anybody can do this. Right now, there's 1.65 billion users on Facebook. They've added some new features that make it easy for you, even easier than before, to connect with people you don't know. And as a result, I've come up with a whole bunch of new strategies that will show you how to engage or talk to the best prospects, so that makes it easier to close more sales. Now, one big addition is the use of more emoticons. In the past, you had the like, thumbs up button, thumbs down. They've given you 5 more. And believe it or not, this is huge, because what this does is it allows people to express emotion. It allows you to express emotion. So now you can add emotion to a text, emotion to a post, and it gives other people the opportunity to express emotion as well, which opens it up for you to talk to more people. Because what we're going to show you is you can talk to people who react to what you do, or you're free to go out and react to something someone else did and start a conversation. This is huge. Another thing that they've recently done is, in the past, when you wanted to reach out and write to a stranger, you had no idea if your message was going to get to them. Unless you had mutual friends, your message went to an other folder, and people didn't know they had another folder. Only the messages would go through to people that you had mutual friends with. Well, they've changed that now. The other folder has now become message requests. And when you send a message to a stranger, someone you're not connected to at all, it goes in the message request area. There's a notification that pops up. What this means is that 100% of the people that you write to are now going to see your message and respond. It takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text, 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email. And so what we're seeing is, when you do things on these sites, people respond to immediately. I did a coaching session with Joe, and when I'm inside someone's account and we write to somebody, in the past, we'd write to someone and maybe 15% of the time people would write back right then. And so we'd have a live conversation going on. 85% of the time, it went to message, and they'd write back in a day or two, and we basically move through the process. Today, 85% of the people that we write to respond right away, meaning that the response time, the speed that you can build your Isagenix business has never been greater. 90 seconds. All right, now let's go over to LinkedIn. And the big game changer for LinkedIn is their live chat. 433 million professionals are on LinkedIn. They have evolved to become Facebook for professionals. There's always been a competition between social networks. When Facebook first got started, they were competing with MySpace. MySpace had 360 million users in 2009. Facebook got up to about 300 million users. They were catching up. And then they added the live chat feature. And in a little under 2 years, they exploded from 300 million users to close to almost 600 million users, 550. Sucked the life out of MySpace. MySpace disappeared. It was the live chat feature. Now, last September, LinkedIn added a live chat feature. Personally, I thought they were going to do it 2 years ago when they went public. But they're competing with Facebook. They recognize now they got stockholders. So they've got probably, people are on LinkedIn for business relationships, networking, friendship. People aren't looking for dates, okay? But they've got an easy to read page format, the best searching features. I'm going to demonstrate them to you. And they've added many Facebook features that you're going to be familiar with. They've enhanced their private messaging. The live chat is what it's all about. Again, live chat, new Facebook features, and they've added a new app for students. Students who are looking to find jobs. Well, they added the live chat feature last September. The LinkedIn search is now 300% faster. And on April 18th, we're talking about, 10 days ago, they added a new app to help students who are graduating find jobs. There are 40 million students and recent college grads on LinkedIn. They are LinkedIn's fastest growing demographic. I'm going to show you how to connect with people, with kids right out of school. Actually, some of them aren't kids. And introduce them to Isagenix. Professionals are signing up to join LinkedIn at a rate of more than 2 new members a second. All right, now, I did a search maybe a week and a half ago for chiropractors everywhere on LinkedIn. And at the time, there were 36,716. If I did it today, then there'd be 200 more. There are constantly new people, new professionals joining every social network. Now, this is worldwide. We're going to San Diego for a conference. Going to Las Vegas for a conference. Okay. Type in the zip code for the hotel where you're going to be staying in Las Vegas. All right. In fact, let's jump over there and do it. We're going to do an advanced search. Now, I tell you what, instead of chiropractors, because we're going to get a low number. Well, let's do it first. Okay, chiropractor, located in or near. Now we need the zip code for Las Vegas. So we'll come up here and we'll go for Las Vegas. That's all you need, the zip code. 89101. And we're going to go 50 miles. Now, there's 142 chiropractors within 50 miles of Las Vegas. And they're easy to connect with, they're easy to find. Now the interesting thing is most of these folks are also going to have a Facebook page. All right? I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to take chiropractor out and show me all the people that are into fitness within 50 miles of Las Vegas. You have 18,319. Okay, you want to build your business in Australia? Hey, come down here, Australia. If you have the zip code for Sydney, I mean, you could do the same thing. And you can get them. All right, so in Australia, there's 236,448 people that are into fitness. And again, you can find these folks on Facebook. Anybody here starting to get a little excited maybe? So that's 359 chiropractors in San Diego. Now, you look them up, and lo and behold, they're on Facebook. Just go down the list. About 75 to 80% of the people you find on LinkedIn are going to be on Facebook. The numbers are increasing every day. And again, the best part is that when you write to somebody on LinkedIn, they write back right away, just like Facebook. I'm going to jump over to the LinkedIn page, and I want to point out to you all of the Facebook features that they've recently added. And they've got a few extras that make it even more fun and more effective to talk to people. With LinkedIn, they're going to show you who has looked at your profile over the last 3 days. 10 people. Mary, I noticed you looked at my profile the other day, and I looked at yours, and we seem to have a lot of things in common. Surprised you didn't say hello, but hey, maybe you're shy. It's nice to connect with you. Let's connect. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? It's easy to start a conversation with anyone. Every day, they're going to show you who's looked at your page. You can share something. You can upload a photo. You can publish something just like Facebook. Every day, they're going to put 15 of your connections in front of you. Let you know what's new, what's changed. And you could like it. You could connect. You can make a comment. You could skip it and look at the next person. Maybe it's somebody that you don't want to talk to. Something that they've recently added, we didn't know this before, was how active are they? Now they tell you this post was made 1 day ago. 1M stands for 1 minute. 1S stands for 1 second. I'm going to flip over here to my home page. I got 6 more friend requests. 8 people have viewed my profile in the last 3 days. Clemente posted this 7 hours ago. See the number 7H? Refresh. And there's always something happening. There's always something going on. All right? Again, new ways to keep in touch. She's been 14 years at Legal Shield. You know when they do it, people can follow you, and again, you're getting new updates all the time. Every time someone does something, you're getting notifications, you see what's happening. Just like Facebook, you could like something, you could comment on something, you could share it. These are all opportunities to talk to someone. That's right, texting is talking. They'll allow you to publish a post, they'll allow people to follow you, and whatever you do, whatever you post can be shared now on Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, most people trying to make money on Facebook and LinkedIn are so focused on the fact that it gives everyone direct, easy access to so many people, they forget that these sites were created as social networks, and they blatantly try to sell stuff, and they fail miserably, and many get their accounts canceled. Now, most people on Facebook and LinkedIn are not interested in what you're selling. They're online to connect with others, not filtered through masses of online promotions. The simple reason that people spend more time on social networks more than any other place on the internet is because they use it to connect with other people that they know and like. A significant portion of the people on these sites would buy what you're selling if they knew about you, if they liked you, and if they trusted you. And believe it or not, it's easy to establish relationships with anyone and sell them anything when you follow a simple formula that I discovered years ago. it has evolved into what I call the 100K social media recruiting formula, or the MAX method. Create a page. Once you create a page, you are in the social network. You're a member of the party. Now you connect with people. You're encouraged to connect with the people you know. Then you're kind of teased to connect with the friends of your friends and everybody else. Once you're connected, you communicate with them. You talk to them on social networks. Texting is talking. And finally, by qualifying them and asking a few casual questions, you discover the people that need what you're doing. They have a problem you can help them solve. You bring them into your business. The process of monetizing Facebook and LinkedIn is easy as picking out green M&Ms from the bowl. The key is relationship with the right people. Now, again, I love success stories. I'm going to share some with you, not because I'm trying to impress you, but because I want to impress upon you the importance of you doing this. Okay? There's no excuse. No excuse. Anybody can do this. I just heard actually I spoke to George today. George and I have been friends for years. He's been following me since I've been teaching people how to do this on AOL. And about 3 weeks ago, he shot me this. This is Dr. Sibby Helsel, who's just retired as a chiropractor, and her husband Dave are now the 179th millionaires in Isagenix, and they're the 17th $1 million earner on his team. Now, you're all heading down the same road, okay? If you want to see a phenomenal use of Facebook, look at Dave Helsel's Facebook page, okay? Now, bottom line is all of you can do this. All of you. I'm going to bring up some examples. Earl, you put your picture up there. You use the cover as a means of promoting lifestyle. He loves to fish. He loves the outdoors. He was in my February boot camp. By the second week in boot camp, he connected with 14 people, sponsored 9. That turned into 35 people in 2 weeks. Now, the key here is quality over quantity. 14 people connected, and 9 of them signed up. That's 65% of the people he talked to. That was February. 90 days later, he's personally enrolled 27 people, and those 27 people have evolved into a team of 430 people. 21 of those 27, he used my formula. Okay? So where do you want to be? If you want to rank advance between now and celebration, you want to talk to 6 people a day. Monday through Friday, that's 30 people a week. If you do that, if you're talking to 30 people a week on Facebook, then realistically, by the numbers, you should be signing up at least 2 or 3 people. All right? And there's going to be a record of what you do so we can figure out what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. Suzanne, 90 days after she started working with me last year, she went from struggling financially to become the number 2 recruiter in her company. 6 months later, she's approached 100K, and she's now a featured speaker at her company's convention in July. She'd been in network marketing for 3 years. It took her about 45 days to put it all together. And once you start signing people up in your business, it becomes a routine. You can do it all the time. So she sent me that at the end of November. Beginning of March, she let me know I'm the number 2 earner in my number 2 recruiter in my company, and I'm going to be speaking on stage at the company's event. And I got this from her maybe 2 weeks ago. Okay, just almost crossing 100K. Now I'm not sharing this with you because again I'm not trying to impress you. Gennady here is a successful network marketer. He joined a new company, and he planned on bringing 57 people into his business over 6 months. 10 people a month. He did it in 2 weeks. You want to talk about duplication? 2 of his leaders each brought 20 people into their business. It starts with you engaging, talking to someone out there. Now, one way to do it is you post. And I know your company has, there's a formula out there, 15 something something. And whatever works, I encourage you to do. You make a post like this, within a minute, people react and respond. You can write back, hey, I'm glad you like my post. We're Facebook friends, but we've never really talked on here. I've made some incredible new friends on Facebook. What do you do? Get people talking. Now, my opinion, okay? If you have lots of friends and your friends are following you on Facebook, well, that formula, once every 15, post something about Isagenix. And if it works, it works. What I'm going to teach you to do is to go outside your warm market. Okay? I'm going to teach you how to find people you don't know. And when you approach people you don't know, what they see on your page represents who you are, what you want to talk about. So if you have scattered throughout your page Isagenix posts, products, there's a way to do it. But if you have too many of those, when you approach a fitness instructor, when you approach a chiropractor, when you approach a professional athlete, if you think you're the first person in Isagenix to approach these people, you're wrong. And so the end result is people are going to connect with you because they like you, because they like the contents of your page. And if they've been contacted by a lot of your fellow associates, people can misjudge you. So my suggestion is minimize those. This needs to be about you. It needs to be authentic. And we're going to show you how to go from hello to welcome aboard, and you can do it in 30 minutes. Now, Kelly is in Isagenix, and first month she went through boot camp, she signed up 3 people. One of the people she brought into her business brought in 5 people. It took her by 90 days. If you do this every day for the next 90 days, by the time you go to celebration, you are going to be where she is. She can do it every day. Log on to Facebook, talk to somebody, log on to LinkedIn, talk to somebody, make a sale. And the best part about it is it duplicates. Solomon can get someone looking at his Isagenix business in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And when he sent me that, he'd signed up 2 people the night before. One was a complete stranger. By the end of the month, he became a manager. Irene is a retired CPA. She has completely mastered posting and conversation. She makes 3 posts, signs someone up every time. I'm going to give you something else to post. I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortune on the internet and retire early. I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortune on the internet and retire early. Now, some of you might say, well, I can't say that. I haven't, I can't say that. I haven't done it. How can I say that? Well, the truth is you can say that. You see, you're involved, you're in a company, you know there are people that are making fortunes. Jimmy Smith, Susan Sly, Lynn Hagedorn. Joe's not doing bad either. And he wants you all to be successful. So when you say, I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortune on the internet, retire early, it's in conjunction with Isagenix. You know there are people that are doing it. And frankly, I'm sharing with you something that will enable you to be talking to the right people so it's genuine. So post it, okay? Now I'm going to give you an example. Lee makes the post. I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortune on the internet, retire early. I was coaching her, and we did that while I was logged into her account, and at the end of the day, she had after 8 hours, 33 people liked it, 17 people made comments. We did a coaching session the next day, but before the end of the day, she wrote to say, hey, did you see the response from our post on Facebook? Holy cow. She was blown away. So now, 18 people had responded to that, I'm ready to help 5 more people make a fortune on the internet. Or people are going to respond to, I'm ready to lose weight. I'm interested in losing 20 pounds. And there is a predictable response that you want to go through. She had 18. I'm listening, love this, what's up, sounds good, I'm in, yes, what's up, girl? Yep, is it Miriam? How, sis? More info, please. Thumbs up. Please send me info. Help me, darling, since I love you so much. You got my attention. Tell me more. I also have a great opportunity, except in Arkansas. You first. Tell me more and pick me, please. Now, the thing is that 6 of these people had a different agenda. They're looking for love. She knew who they were. But other than these 6 people, all these other 12 could conceivably be an associate. The secret to making sales on Facebook every day, LinkedIn every day, you got to talk to people. The more people you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. And all you need is a free Facebook page or a free LinkedIn page to do it. And LinkedIn is attracting more younger people because of the changes they're making. So your free Facebook and LinkedIn profile page tells your story to the entire world, promotes and brands you, either who you are today or who you plan on becoming 6 months from now, a year from now. And you do it all, or most of it, from a mobile phone. The secret to success in network marketing in general is you got to talk to people. People are used to doing it face to face. Well, people are used to doing it on the phone. Well, you can do it because texting and private messaging and live chat is just like talking. So if you make up your mind, I am going to talk to at least 5 people a day. 5 people on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, 5 on Wednesday, 5 on Thursday, 5 on Friday. Just text back and forth. Go from hello. And learn about the other person. Listen to them. Follow a few simple scripts. Learn what they do. And you'll rank advance. And the best part about it is as soon as you bring people into Isagenix within 2 or 3 days, they can be doing the same thing. Now, there are 5 reasons people create Facebook pages, and there are 4 reasons people create LinkedIn pages. Believe it or not, people there are looking for love. They're looking for dates. Friendship. Now, the dating part is just on Facebook, not on LinkedIn, but I think there are some romantic connections that are taking place. It's not a search feature, though. Friendship, networking, and relationships and sales. These are the 5 reasons people are on these sites. It's easy to identify who to talk to because of everyone's agenda is obvious. The picture, the contents of their page, their activity tells you why they're there, confirms their agenda. So you could scroll down a list of chiropractors. You could scroll down a list of fitness instructors. You can scroll down a list of people who like nutrition. And what you can do is you can pick out the people who would be interested in a business. You could pick out the people who are involved in another network marketing company. You could pick out the people who are looking to lose weight and would buy your products. You could pick out the people who are involved in network marketing in other companies. And you could be talking to affiliate or internet marketers. Facebook and LinkedIn are big bowls of candy. They are virtual gold mines of prospects that you could reach into any time from any place. If I told you the yellow M&Ms in that bowl represented Zumba instructors who all had collectively classes of over 1,000 clients, and they were looking for some network marketing company that they could recommend products to, how would that make you feel? And again, connecting with the right people is as easy as reaching into that bowl of candy. See, if you know in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for your business, before you talk to them about your business, you develop that relationship first, you'll sell to more people. You have to simply remember to treat everybody on Facebook like you'd like to be treated. Facebook and LinkedIn are an unbeatable combination. Find them on LinkedIn, talk to them on LinkedIn, talk to them on Facebook. 4 steps. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, close them. Follow the steps. It's like a dance. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. Follow the steps. Add your own flavor to it. But don't drift too far from the formula, which means we're going to focus on the other person that we're talking to. Follow the steps. Follow the rhythm. Enjoy the dance, and you're all on your way to moving up the ranks in Isagenix. You could talk to someone today by reacting to their post or by posting something and getting them to react to you. You know, you can meet people where you're planning to visit. This is an example. Ricky Smith is a coaching client, and he lived in Scotland, and his company was having a big event in Rome. So a week away, he decides, hey, you know, I'm going to go to Rome. I want to meet somebody in Rome that might be interested in my business. So we did a search on LinkedIn for salespeople within 50 miles of Rome. There's 42,512. We scroll down the list and we see a Dr. Anna Brilli. All right, now we go over to Facebook. People who live in Rome, Italy. There she is. Now, we looked over on our Facebook page and we want to find their hot button. What do you think her hot button is? For those of you who think dog, then you are going to be immensely successful. And for those of you that pick the flowers, it's the dog. You had a 50-50 chance of being right. So we typed up a little message and sent it to her. Hi, Anna, your page just came up on Facebook as someone I should like to know. And after looking at your cover and that amazing dog, I'd have to agree. Perhaps your page came up because I'm planning a trip with my wife to Rome next Thursday. We added that because she's a pretty lady. And believe me, every day she's getting messages from lonely men in different parts of the world who would like to meet her. So we threw that in. I notice you're on LinkedIn too, where I also have a page. Now, I'm on Facebook to connect with like-minded, positive people, and I hope you feel the same way. Let's connect as friends to share helpful information and laughs. But for some reason, I can't send you a friend request. So please send me one, and I'll happily accept. Now, why can't he send her a friend request? Because her settings are restricted. Unless you're a mutual friend, unless you have a mutual friend, you can't contact. Okay? So we sent her that message at 12:19. And 2 minutes later, we get this. Thanks for your contact. I wish you a nice trip to Rome. Let me know if you need any advice. Let me know if we can have some business collaboration. And he writes back to her. Started a conversation. Now you can search for people any way you want. By age, by location, by what they like. Sherry Catlin's an IsaMillionaire. She makes a post, hears from 6 people, signs 3 of them up into her business. Rita in Australia changed her picture. Just changed her picture. 2 of her friends responded. She followed the scripts, signed them up in her business. John signed up for our February boot camp, and we have some videos that you could watch before boot camp starts. Well, he watched them and put them to practice, and by the end of the first boot camp session, he'd already signed up 5 people. Now, all of you can rise to the top of Isagenix. Okay, you can give Jimmy Smith a run for his money because it's all about contacts. It's all about who you're talking to. Freddie Malero learned this back in 2008. Today he's a 7-figure earner in his company. Tracy made a post. I'm ready to help 5 more people. Heard from a person he hadn't talked to in 20 years. Signed up in the business. At the time, he was building Organo Gold. The next day, he writes back and says, hey, you know, my diamond did it the hard way. He said if we could figure out social media, we would dominate the company. Well, they put the program to work, and they did. LinkedIn and Facebook together. 93% of Facebook users are mobile. That means 1.48 billion people. 98% of the millennials are mobile. 50% of LinkedIn users are mobile. That means that when you send someone a message, when you do something that there's a high probability that people are going to respond right away. You're connected to everyone. And remember, they're talking to each other. They're communicating with each other through texting. Texting, messaging, and chatting is just like talking, and you have to remember, typing in all caps is considered chatting. It's as easy to do, it's convenient, it's totally stress-free. And remember, people react, people respond right away. The top earners in the network marketing industry are capitalizing on what we call a perfect storm of technology. Your company, your ISA movies, the trainings, the streaming of your events. My God, you don't have to go to the event. You can watch it on the internet. Perfect storm. Growth and acceptance of social media, popularity, instant response rate of texting, the ease of sharing a video. Today, it's easier to become a top earner than ever before. Rhonda Collier is a good friend, IsaMillionaire. I worked with her about 4 years ago. We made a post in our first session, and within 2 days, she signed up 2 people, 3 more are looking. All of her leaders went through our boot camp. And 3 years later, she went from $150K a year to $170. This year she's going, this is the year. This year she's going to hit $1 million. She met her 2 biggest business builders on Facebook. And the thing is that 2 of her people that went through our boot camp have also recruited very successful networkers. And it was the chat function that exploded their business. You got to talk to people. Chris, struggling to build an Isagenix business. Okay? He was looking for, he didn't know who to talk to. He'd spent a number of years in the Army. I showed him, go out there and talk to people that share your experience. He started to reach out to people who are in the Army and started to have success. The searching features for Facebook where you can find your old friends and new friends, they're changing. You can connect with people you know, strangers you want to know with the tip of a finger, click of a mouse. Facebook and LinkedIn are going to do the filtering for you. Prospecting and recruiting on Facebook and LinkedIn beats calling strangers from a phone. But the bottom line is, you take that concept of the phone book. And what if you knew if you could literally click on an address there and bring up their Facebook page or the LinkedIn page? That's the kind of information you have today. You can go out in the real world. You're meeting people at the mall. You're having a lot of fun. You're talking to them. Hey, I really enjoyed meeting with you. Talking to you. How would I connect with you on Facebook or LinkedIn? Their new searching features have changed in the last 90 days. All right? You're looking for people. You have to use keywords in sequence. And when you do it, you're looking for the round circle with the magnifying glass. People who live in Australia. People who live in Dallas and like Tony Robbins, fitness instructor. Now, about 120 days ago, when you did a search, you were looking for the square with the silhouette of the man and the woman. Business owners who live in San Diego. What's changed? And it's changed primarily to make it easier for people to use their mobile devices. Now it's a circle. People who like Tony Robbins. You put in your search parameters and you've got all kinds of search results. You could find people like different things, people that live in different areas. If you know what you're looking for, it's easy to locate perfect prospects for your business. You pick, you choose. And if you don't put it in the right sequence, you're going to get that. And we're going to make sure that you get the right sequence. You can start with your friends. Then you can go to people who went to the schools you attended, people who belong to the clubs, people in professions that are predisposed to getting into Isagenix. Network marketers who live in your area or who live where you want to expand your business. People who are entertainers or entrepreneurs or business owners. Then you can go into groups. There are all kinds of groups. You could also connect with people who have business pages and fan pages. This advanced search feature requires keywords in a particular sequence, and they're changing all the time. All the time. And that's why people keep coming back, jumping into my boot camps, because when I work with people in coaching, I'm in the trenches with them. So we want to make sure that you find the people, you make the right connections, and you get amazing results. Business owners, you know in advance who you want to talk to, and more important than that, you know who wants to talk to you. Find people by city, by country. Again, find people in Colombia. I did this search with George Ruiz. In Colombia, you've got 17 million in Bogota. I mean, they break it down by location. You can locate power prospects that fit the exact demographics of who you're looking for. All right? Now, because so many people have become six-figure earners in their companies, the Max Method is being rebranded as the social media, the 100K social media recruiting formula. It's a proven recipe. We have a new program out, Endless Free Leads 11. Create a page, connect with people, step-by-step instructions, communicate with them, and close them. Now, the key to success in your business is that you find people that have a high probability, they're predisposed, eager, ready, and willing to buy your products or get into business with you. Not everybody on LinkedIn or Facebook is interested in getting into your business. So instead of wasting time reaching out to a bunch of people who will never buy your products, there are simple ways to find these people and perfect ways and means of attracting the people who want to buy your products before they're contacted by your competitors and they buy from them instead. It's a numbers game. When you first begin prospecting and marketing, you got to qualify your prospects to find the people who are open to listening and responding to your message. The law of numbers works in your favor when you know that the person that you're talking to needs and wants what you're selling. So when you're talking to a prospect, by asking a few questions, okay, by asking a few questions, you can qualify people. Ask the right questions, you'll talk to fewer people, and you'll make more sales. If you've got a sales funnel, if you've got capture pages, instead of spending money on AdWords and Facebook ads and all that stuff, you can select your own prospects and run them through your own system. You're in a sifting and sorting business. You attract people from Facebook and LinkedIn. You connect with perfect prospects, people you think clearly would be interested in what you're doing. You qualify them, you sign them up, enroll them, and then you coach. And the ones that are coachable will duplicate. They'll rank advance and become team builders. Pros sift, amateurs sell. Remember, your success in qualifying someone is going to be based on the questions you ask and the answers you receive. I want to just remind you about something called the 80-20 rule. 80% of your business activity will come from 20% of the people in your business. So, the more selective you are, better it's going to be. The more you have in common with someone, the easier it's going to be to connect with them on a social network. The more selective you are about who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. Having direct free access to 1.65 billion people means nothing. 433 million professionals means nothing if you're talking to the wrong people. All right? So, why should you listen to me? Well, frankly, aside from the fact that Joe's telling you to listen to me, and frankly, let me give you a little bit of my background. 21 years ago, I broke the code. I literally developed a symbol: create, connect, communicate, and close. Added thousands of people to a network marketing company back in the old AOL days. I did it in 18 months. The term social network wasn't used back then, but the formula was timeless. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close them. AOL, 36 million people, no names, no pictures, and 600 character profile. And yet you could do it because you could search for people based on those keywords. Well, today with Facebook and LinkedIn, the numbers are outrageous. Well, since I discovered that back then, I've trained and shared the formula with tens of thousands of networkers who in turn have trained and influenced the millions of people that they work with. The formula has worked for everyone on all of the social networks since. And whether it was Yahoo, Tag, Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn, it works on everyone, and it will work on every social network that comes up in the future. The formula produces immediate results that can be instantly duplicated by everyone you bring into your business, and the people who have consistently applied the formula have risen to the top of their company, and they've earned millions of dollars. Some top earners have gone on to create and market their own programs. Now, when I said earlier that the formula has worked on every social networking site, I'm also talking about the dating sites. People are using the formula to make love connections. I know hundreds of networkers who have used it successfully too. In fact, I met my wife Debbie on Match.com. But I'll share the rest of that story with you another time. So here's the deal. If the formula worked for me, and the tens of thousands of others that I've trained, it's going to work for you too. But luckily, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to give you a couple of examples, and then I want to share with you how you can participate in my boot camp for a real discount. Okay? Brent Bryson and I have been friends for years. His business went up 35% in a single month. He's got the fastest growing growth in Nu Skin because all of his leaders went through my boot camp. Nikita was a perfect example. He's in Israel. All right? And he uses the process to build his business. He signs somebody up in the Philippines. That's why Brent's got the fastest group. Deborah comes first webinar that we did, she sold a president's pack. Dave Angelo signs up 4 network marketers in one day. Peter Olson has the distinction of having literally created 300,000 followers on Twitter in 1 year. He wrote a book about it. He's very, very popular, but he never made a dime. He was in a company called the Numis Network. He got a hold of my 12 success questions, started to use it with the people he was connected with. It took him 4 months to get to the top of his company. He had it. Mark Davis makes a post, gets several replies, signs 3 people up in his business. Michael comes off of a webinar with 3 responses in 35 minutes. It's fast. You make a post, people react, people respond. Tom Martin came out of a weekend retreat, made 1 post, 20 people responded, spoke to 13 of them, signed up 4. 1 was the #1 bodybuilder in New Zealand. In 2 months, Doug added 20 team members to his business. Mija, first week in boot camp, he brought 5 people into his Isagenix business. He doubled his business in 5 months. Melanie came out of a boot camp, and the second week she'd signed up 8 people. Jason, his first night of boot camp, signs up 3 people. Second week, 4 people on Wednesday, 3 people on Thursday. Third week, 10 people in 1 week. Now, I'm not showing you these because I'm trying to impress you. I'm just showing you what people are doing, and you can be doing it too. He went through boot camp, signs up 3 people in 1 week. 1 year later, he's gone from 300 friends to 1,000 friends. He's got distributors in 24 countries, and he hit the highest rank he's ever achieved in network marketing. 1 year after coming out of boot camp, Rosie Gonzalez has 15,000 people in her business. Dave Kennedy went through a boot camp, signed up 4 people into Isagenix, and in 7 weeks he signed up 20. Carolyn Olson added 50 customers to her business, all from using this exact same process. All right? And you're going to do all of this through your phone. Mark Coonley, realtor, Isagenix rep, lost 100 pounds. Got a great story. Starts making a post, signs up 25 customers in 1 month. I said it's just as easy to sign up business builders as it is customers. After 2 coaching sessions, the next 6 people he signed up were business builders. Create, connect, communicate, and close. Andy Van Dyke meets an unhappy network marketer on LinkedIn. He had 50,000 people in his former business. Brings them in. Rick Dawson decides I want to go out and talk to network marketers. Talked to 12 people in 1 day, signed up 2. Ann Barante, I love this woman. I met her at a New Year's kickoff in Texas, and started working with her. First month, she signs up 26 people. She's part of my coaching program. In 2014, she doubled her business. 75% of her business was on Facebook. Shanette here, fastest growing, best recruiter in her group, but she doesn't tell people she was in coaching. I have really run out of time, and I've got some other examples of, for example, Frank, his first week signed up 3 people. He's looking for people who, yoga instructors, and literally, we have this as part of our training. Looking for yoga instructors, reached out to a yoga instructor. How long have you been a yoga instructor? Just asked a series of questions. And literally, with all your experience as a yoga instructor, have you ever been involved with network marketing? She says, no. Should I? Schedule a time, signs her up in the business. It can be this easy. It can be this fast. Okay? I want to give you a website. Let me fast forward here. If you're not having the results you want, the reasons are obvious, easy to identify, and simple to fix. It's either your page, the people you're contacting, or the way you talk to people. So, I want you to go to maxsteingart.com/Dr. Joseph Porreca. And what we've done is I put together a very special training package. It includes my Endless Free Leads program, 11.0, and a seat in my boot camp. Endless Free Leads includes a scripts book, profile checklist, daily routine, We now have MP3s and PDF versions, so everything, in case you don't like to just watch a video. The other part of it is boot camp. Our boot camp starts on June the 7th. Now we have some videos that are ready for you to watch. So you could actually register for boot camp today or register today and get started today. You don't have to wait until the 7th. So you're going to get endless free leads and you're going to get a seat in my June boot camp, and you can start right away. In addition to the 7 sessions that we're going to do, where we're going to cover Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm going to be available to work with you 14 times a week during live sessions to support you. All right? So, again, we're going to help you effectively brand yourself, answer your questions, help you connect with perfect prospects, talk to more people. We're going to review the conversations you're having with your prospects, overcome your obstacles, remove your roadblocks. We want to help everybody sign up 5 people while they're in boot camp. You're going to be connected to me over the internet. So go to maxsteingart.com/Joe. Joe, I spelled that wrong. No, Joseph Porreca. What am I talking about? Go to maxsteingart.com/Joseph Porreca. Register as soon as you can, and then contact me during one of our live sessions. Let me quickly look in the question box. Okay. Okay, and Tim, don't worry about LinkedIn. Now, folks, I'm doing another special session right after this, and I have people waiting for me. Feel free to join me over there if you'd like to get another little taste. You just go to maxsteingart.com/special, I think it's special webinar. Let me check. Yeah, maxsteingart.com/special webinar. In fact, that's how I'll do. I will put in the chat box here the link in case any of you want to join me over there, in case you have any specific questions you want to ask. Now, again, let me just remind everybody what we want to do. We want to reach out. Now, whether you participate in boot camp or not, whether you get my program or not, that's okay. The bottom line is, what you want to be doing is you want to be talking to 5 to 6 people every day, 30 people a week. And if you do this all through June, all through July, and all through August, you all will rank advance, and you'll have something extra to celebrate in Las Vegas. So hope to see some of you in boot camp. I'm sure we'll catch up to you during an Isagenix event. I've done ISA University's trainings, and I'm always doing these things for you, for leaders, and I look forward to, at some point in time, getting your success story and sharing it with you. Joe, I'm thrilled that, after our one session, you've already had a sale. By the way, if there's anybody that is interested in my coaching program, type coaching and your phone number in the question box, and one of my staff members will give you a call. And let's see, Steve writes, should we wait to connect people on LinkedIn until we've established content? Yes, Steve, definitely. Yeah. And when you say content, no, you just have to fill it in. You want to tell people about you, okay? It's you. Once you tell everybody about you fill in the blanks, give people your history, then you're prepared to go out and you can talk to anybody, okay? That's all you need to do is just have the page, have a picture. Anyone else have any questions?
Well, Max, I'd like to thank you very much. This was very informative. I'm actually, if you hear something playing in the background, we have a video going on. We're doing a webinar right now. We started at 9 o'clock, but I'm catching both your webinar and this one that we're doing. But I would encourage everybody to move on this, to act on it, because, like I said, if you have, say you have 30 people in your group, and they each contact 30 people a week, that's 900 people a week. And if you do the math on that, in 1 year, that's 46,800 connections, or 46,800 contacts you made in your group. That's just with 30 people, doing six people, contacting 6 people a day, which takes less than an hour on Facebook. So those are phenomenal numbers. If it is a numbers game, and it is, we can truly win this numbers game because this is so duplicatable by using a process such as this that Max is teaching. So that's what I wanted to say.
All right. Well, listen, Joe, I got to go because I got people waiting for me on my 9 o'clock webinar. So
Yep.
I'll see everybody in boot camp.